4 days ago marks my 3rd year anniversary with the Groovy Gold Hunter, and I am going to count my gold on this episode of the Groovy Gold Hunter. We're going to see how much gold I have accumulated since the start of this channel. So let's see. It's all on my table. Ooh. So yes sir, I started this Paydirt channel October the 7th, 2022. My name is Heath and this is my new channel. What is my new channel called? And this is my brand new YouTube channel. I didn't even know what it was called. I was sitting there thinking, what is this? This is a YouTube channel. And it is called the Groovy Gold Hunter. It's the only thing I can think of. So it is my 3-year anniversary, celebrating Paydirt reviews, getting gold, and all that good stuff. And what I did is I went to my secret lair, i.e. my brother-in-law who has a giant gun safe that is impenetrable. So I went to his house, I grabbed all of my gold, including the ones I just recently done. And we're gonna count and look at it and see how much gold I've accumulated in those 3 years. And we'll get a value. We'll get started here in just a second. I'll show you all of my gold. I have nuggets, I have different types of gold that I have in different vials, but for the most part, I have most of my gold in one jar. Stuff like Georgia gold, I always keep separate. Crystalline gold, I have separated. And then some Paydirt bags that I bought from like Go Nugget Sales when he did his Australian gold Paydirt. I've got that separated. So we're gonna add all that stuff up. We're gonna look at the nuggets that I've accumulated. We'll just look at all of my gold because I have not sold any of my gold since I've been doing this. Everything that I have done over the past 3 years have strictly been Paydirt reviews. But yeah, just all the gold I've accumulated since I started this channel. We're gonna weigh it and we're gonna see how much I've got up to this point. So with all this gold that I have, the only thing that I've done with this gold, I did give a 1 gram guaranteed bag away a year or so ago, and I have not done that in a very long time, so let's just do it again. I'm going to give another 1 gram Paydirt bag to one of you, and all you have to do is be subscribed, like the video, have a comment in the video, and I will put you in a drawing and draw one person. Whoever gets picked gets that 1 gram bag. So I might as well do it again. I haven't done it in forever. That's the only thing I don't like about giveaways. One person gets it, the other 100 don't. But we'll do it anyway. You guys have been watching my channel. To show my appreciation, I'll give you some gold. Hit the like button, be subscribed, leave a comment, you're entered. And I will announce that winner probably a week after this video releases. Let's get started. I don't even know how I'm going to get started, but we're going to get started. I'll figure that out when I cut. Okay, we're going to start with my nuggets. And there they are. So basically what I've done is any big nuggets that I've gotten out of Paydirt, I've separated it and put it in these little holders, and then I have a little vial full of nuggets that I haven't done anything with yet, and I've already weighed them. And I bought me a label maker a couple weeks ago so I can get a weight on each one of the nuggets. All of my gold that I have over here that is just nothing but placer gold and flour gold and whatever, I'm going to weigh the entire jar, and I'm going to put a little label like I did right there and just put how many grams it is. Then I'll add it all up and I'll get a value on it and see how much I got. But there are the nuggets that I've accumulated over all of the Paydirts. No, I have not found any of those nuggets. They were all in Paydirts. I've got some specimens there from the Northern Nevada Gold. There's some of that crystalline gold, and then the rest is just nuggets that I've gotten mainly from bigger bags that I've bought. And keep in mind, the biggest bag of Paydirt that I've ever bought was a 5 gram guaranteed bag. I've never bought a Paydirt bag bigger than 5 grams. I just listed these, and I didn't want to film me listing all these and making labels for them, but that one is 3.857 grams. This one is Northern Nevada Gold, and that's when I buy their gold, I'll put it in a separate vial. That's 7.482 grams. These are my nuggets. that I did not put in one of these, but I've got 22 grams of nuggets in that vial. That one's 4.253 grams. That is my Australian gold that I got from Gold Nugget Sales. And then this is from that Mariposa Paydirt that I bought 3 times. And that's the crystalline gold. That's really cool gold. So I kept that separate as well. So I've got these two right here left. Look at that. That is pretty much all the gold that I didn't put in a separate vial, and I'm fixing to weigh that, and I can't weigh it with this all at once. I'm going to have to separate it because this will only do 50 grams at a time. So, and then this I'm fixing to make a label for. That is Georgia gold. Nothing but Georgia gold in that. So we're going to measure those, and then when I get done with that, I did something else. I got on YouTube because I never kept track of how much I paid for all of my Paydirt. So earlier tonight, got on YouTube and I pulled up every single video that I've done from a Paydirt review, and I wrote down how much I paid for every single bag that I have bought. So I'm going to give you that as well. Once I get a total weight of the gold, we'll get a value of it on today's prices, and then I will compare it to what I paid for it and see if I've made a horrible mistake, see if I lost money, made any money, that kind of thing. So let's get to it. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna have to pull out the big boy. So I'm gonna zero that out. We are on grams, and I don't think I'm going to be able to pour this whole thing on there either because I think it's more than 50 grams, but we'll see. Let's dump all this gold in. So far we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 17, 30.3, 36. Man, that's a lot of gold. There's 40. Wow. So all of my Georgia gold is 47.316 grams of gold. Look at that gold. So 47.317. I love this little label maker that I bought. I got it on Amazon. It was only like 20 bucks. You just type in what you want it to say. I got Georgia gold 47.318 is what it turned out to be. Now, the hard part's going to be getting that back into this. That's going to be difficult. So I am not going to film that because I'm scared to death I'm going to drop some. So let me get my camera out of the way and all that stuff. Got all the gold in there, my little makeshift funnel. All right, let me get the top back on that before I knock it over. And there that is. I don't know why I made a makeshift funnel. I have a funnel here. Makes it a whole lot easier to get it in that vial. We're done, at least with that part. Man, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, especially finding out how much money I've spent on Paydirt. I had to literally go through every single 145 videos to see what I paid, because I always tell you guys at the end how much I paid for the Paydirt, which tax, shipping, everything. So yeah, I wrote every single one of them down right there, and I've got a total, and I'm not going to reveal that yet.
I buy a lot of Paydirt.
That I can tell you.
So I have got all of my nuggets ended up weighing almost 20 grams. My biggest nugget, I think, is 1.6. Yeah, it's 1.679 grams. That's the biggest nugget I've ever gotten out of any Paydirt. Now again, the biggest Paydirt I've ever bought, and I've bought it maybe 5 or 6 times, were 5-gram bags. I bought one from Yukon Alley, and I bought maybe 2 or 3 from Gold Bay. I think I bought one from Culver. Yeah, I've bought maybe 6 total 5-gram bags. but nothing bigger than that. I've never bought a bigger bag of pay dirt than 5 gram guaranteed. So anyway, so 19.935, that's all the nuggets that were in those boxes, plus 33.579 grams, which were the smaller individual, the Aussie Gold, stuff like that. 71.546 grams, which was my Georgia Gold and my nuggets that I had in here. And then the big jar was 135.046. Grand total of all the gold I've accumulated since I started doing pay dirt reviews is 260.106. 260 grams. That's a lot of gold. We'll get a value on that here in a second, but I'm trying to break it down into ounces. 8.3 ounces of gold is what I have. Troy ounces. Let's do this. I've already got a figure, a total of how much money I've spent on pay dirt since I started. We'll get a value of how much gold I have, and we'll see if I've lost money or made money. And I will base it on 24 karat because it's natural placer gold, and I can resell this gold if I wanted to, which I'm still debating if I should or not, or if I will or not, and putting it in pay dirts and selling them. I still haven't decided if I want to do that yet. Let's get on the gold calculator. All right, guys, this is Thursday. It is October the 16th, and I recorded this Sunday. This past Sunday. At the time, gold prices were at $4,017. And I looked at the gold prices today and I thought, I'm going to have to re-record this because gold prices have gone up over $300 since Sunday. So I'm going to do this again. I'd already recorded, edited, and everything, but I felt compelled to do this. The power of gold compels you! Again, with the current price of gold. By the time you see this, gold might be at 5 grand. Who knows? Good Lord. Anyway, so we're going to put the numbers in. We got 260.106 grams of gold. We are going to call it 24 karat natural placer gold. I always do that. And I'll show you 18 karat as well. Gold prices, $4,343.26. I have no words. Every time I look at gold prices, I'm blown away by how high they're going. I'm waiting for them to drop, and they don't. It's insane. Calculate $36,320.96. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. Now, percentage calculator, 36,320.96. So since the very first day that I ever bought a pay dirt until now, everything that I've already panned and done a review on, grand total, I'm not going to tell you, I'm just going to type it out. $15,721 is what I've paid for all of my pay dirts up until this point. Calculate 231%, more than doubled. Now, even if I go to 18 karat, which I never do because I just give you the absolute highest possible value, but I'm going to do it anyway. Calculate $27,240.72. Still almost double. So there it is. One thing I forgot to add, there's a couple of pieces that are up here as well as some other spots that I have down in the garage that are specimens that I didn't include. They're not huge or anything like that. They're probably not worth a whole lot, but I have those as well because some of them I put in these little, like that little specimen of gold right there that's in there. That's pretty cool. I got that as well that I found in pay dirt from Northern Nevada Gold. So I've got little bits and pieces elsewhere. But yeah, that's my gold total from 2022 to present. October 7th is when I started this. I actually started doing panning around August of 2022 because what got me started doing this is I have my other channel, The Vacation Voyagers, and I was going to go on a trip and I didn't. So I was watching Gold Rush and watching that show, and they kept saying the word pay dirts and stuff like this here and the other, and it just got me wondering if that was something that you can buy. Didn't even know that that was a thing. I looked it up, found some on Amazon, bought a pan, bought a crappy bag of pay dirt. It might have been golden pay dirt. Got a horrible return, but got hooked immediately, and I have been doing it ever since. And I love doing this. I love making videos for you guys, being able to do these pay dirts, review them for you guys, letting you guys know which ones are good, which ones are bad, that kind of thing. So that does it for this video of my gold counts since my inception of the Groovy Gold Hunter, since the very first pay dirt all the way up to present. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of you who have subscribed, who do send me comments, who send me likes, all that stuff. I really do appreciate it. YouTube channels are not easy. Getting subscribers is not easy, and getting people to like your videos is really not easy. And I hope that I do enough to where you guys will watch more of my videos. But what I will do is I will give one person a 1 gram of gold guaranteed pay dirt bag, and all you got to do is be a subscriber, hit the like button, leave me a comment. I'll let this video, from the time that I upload it to YouTube, 1 week later, I will put all those names in a hat, draw that name, let you guys know who the winner is, get your address, so I can send you that bag of pay dirt. If I could send all of you some gold, I would, but if I did that, then I wouldn't have any gold left, I wouldn't have any money left, and I wouldn't be able to do any more pay dirt reviews. Thank you. No matter what, I appreciate you guys, and as always, I will see you on my next video. Peace and love. Bye.